Let me try to broaden a little bit the scope of the discussion, if I may, because I think it was very interesting, the interaction between incentives in the form of tax credits and Pillar 2, but I think that the subject can be expanded a little bit more. So suppose we want to incentivize, from a public perspective, R&D activities, our investment more in general. I think the first question is, which one is, in theory and in practice, more effective? It's either subsidies or tax, or operating through the tax system. Here we have just concentrated on that. That was a given. But let me go one step back and let's ask in terms of time to market, the minimizing dead weight of the measures, which one is, in general, more appropriate. Then you've discussed at the very beginning this idea of tax coordination. If this is done at the national level, there is a need of tax coordination. And my question here is, wouldn't that be just a particular case of controlling state aid? I mean, even if you do it through subsidies or any other form, you have exactly the same problem. If you have more fiscal space, you can always undercut your neighbor. So I think this is just a particular case of state aid rules. So my question is why we need an additional policy tool of tax coordination and not just apply the standard state aid rules, in this case applicable to tax incentives. My third question is more specifically on the topic you've presented, which is the interaction with Pillar 2. First of all, just to know whether this is intended or unintended. So I take from your presentation, yes, this one of the consequences of the Pillar 2 is to reduce the effectiveness of incentives to innovation and investment in general. Okay, fine. So not very desirable feature. Is this intended or unintended? Because then you have a presentation on optimality of different design. And some of the explanation why some features are more optimal than others is conditional. As long as we have Pillar 2, then this is optimal. But my question goes, again, one step back. Okay, let's imagine we don't have Pillar 2. Does the conclusion still the same or not? Because if we are just selecting one instrument versus another just because we have Pillar 2, then maybe we are getting to additional suboptimality results from a societal perspective. And the final question is more practical. It's okay, one of the objectives of the Next Generation EU funds is to have more investment in certain areas of the economy associated with some of the transitions we are facing in Europe. And we have national recovery and resilience plans. Do you have an assessment on the different national plans, how they've been reliant in tax incentives versus subsidies? So it relates with the first question, which one is more effective, and whether in those that have decided to make extensive use of tax incentives, whether the design was appropriate or not. Thank you.